to phase 2 of the OWL, a soul sauce workout by Dr. MLE Beach Witch. You need your prop, block, book, lightweight, your yoga mat, and actually we don't need the wall space yet, but just have it, because I know you're gonna wanna keep rolling through the entire workout with me. So we started with the WOAH in phase 1, and now we're moving into the U. So from creative blockages and other psychic trespassers to your innate creativity as a human being. How delicious does that sound? We'll start with the same transition warm-up sequence. So starting in tabletop, tuck your toes, down dog. 4-part sequence, you can stay here and watch me if you don't remember it, or if you skipped part 1, which is totally cool, or jump right in. Plank, up dog prep, butt to heels, heels down, hips high, down dog. So plank, drop your hips, butt back, hips high. So we're really focusing here on the motion of our hips, flexibility of our spines, introducing some heat into our bodies, getting out of our minds, leaving the rest of life behind, and focusing on our beautiful, messy, paradoxical, counterintuitive selves. Because this phase of the OWL workout is the U, which is also a sound that owls make. 4 of these to go. Sync up with your breath. Connect inward. Inspired by the magic, the medicine of the OWL. 1 more. Yes. Shift to tabletop. Turn to the side of your mat. Take your knees, so you might actually start this in child's pose. So you might start with your toes together, knees out, dropping your hips back and down, especially if you're new to frog. So this is a gentle way to get into, oh my gosh, I'm totally lying. What did I say? There is something better than perfection. Ignore that. We're going to come to that later. What you need now is your block, your book, or your small, lightweight, spelling U. This is entirely strengthening phase. So legs go up, take them to a V or a straddle, right? Whatever you can do. Block, weight overhead. So as we crunch, we reach through. You can see this. This is a Y, right? Yes, you can see that. So again, whatever prop we're using, we want to keep it light because it's just tricking us into crunching deeper. So, you know, I'm a poet. I'm a liar. I can't help myself. I said this was all strength, but it's stretch too. You are opening your hips, stretching your inner thighs in this straddle posture. 4, 3, 2, pulse it up right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, singles. Reach and punch. 4, use your breath. Exhale up, inhale down. 2, hold and pulse. 4, 3, 2, singles. Let's go. 1 more time. 4, push through. 2, pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Hug it in. Gently roll. As we roll, coming into a plank position. So, on your forearms, forearm plank. Again, we want to bring our butts down, our chest, shoulders forward. Make sure you've cleared space at the top of your mat. This might be where you're at. That's totally cool. You might want to drop to your knees. Totally cool. Where's that O? Tracing a circle with each arm. So take your time because we want to keep our butt in line, hips square, Spine long and strong. So again, introducing some instability gets into our stabilizers, the muscles that knit everything together, tighten up the abdominal wall, and also give us the posture we need for life. 2 more each side. I know, I'm dying to, y'all. Last one. Whew. Slowly release. Keep your right elbow down. Come onto your left hand. All right, right elbow down on your left hand. So kind of like wonky tabletop position. Extend your left leg. Really long here. You. Up and out, in and down. Up and out, in and down. So we often forget that our core has a backside too. So now we're working glutes and back. Find the side and bottom of your glutes. Squeeze it at the top of the U. All right, so in the first phase of the workout, whoa, we flushed out some creative blockages and psychic trespassers. And in the second phase, the U, we celebrate ourselves. What are you creative about, right? What's creative about your daily life? I think that we tend to, rather mistakenly think that creativity is like writing your next great poem or composing a symphony or, an oil painting installed in a museum. When, there's creativity to baking a loaf of bread, raising a child, right? How we organize our days. So maybe you're, really soulful at social gatherings, or you're really inventive, right? Cooking on a shoestring, or cooking with whatever you can find in your pantry. I want you to shift into a self-congratulatory mode here, starting to list all of the ways that, like an owl, you too are wildly inventive and creative. 4 big U's, big and bold, because you are, whether that's internally or externally expressed, you too are big and bold. 1 more. Yes. Brief transition through child's pose as we reset. Second time through, second side. Flip it over. Again, find your block, book, very lightweight. Reset your Y, legs straight up. Maybe a V is where you're at. That's cool. This straddle again is going to get into our hips and our inner thighs, strengthening and stretching simultaneously, right? Because we got to be efficient. We got creative lives to get back to. Inhale, exhale, arms long and strong. Then punch that block through. 5, 4, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to singles. Reach and drive. Again, the block is tricking us into getting deeper. 2, pulse it up. 5, 4, 1, more set. How deep can you get? What is the owl's answer? Always deeper, always deeper. 2, pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, yes. Slow roll. Ricky, you're okay. You can get back in, baby. Plank, forearm plank. Come all the way down. Bring your butt in line. Shift your chest forward. Maybe a little bit past your elbows here. If you find you're getting really unstable, you can also take your feet out a little bit wider. So those arm circles. So you might think, right, start to imagine that you have wings here and big circles preparing for flight. You keep going. I'm going to bring my puppy into the workout. Keep going. Don't stop. Go on, Pickle. Here you go, baby. How's that feeling? So deep, so good. So part of the sauce of this owl-infused soul sauce workout is getting deep into our core without endlessly crunching and curling. Give me one more on each side. Whew. Yes. Slowly, knees down. So left forearm stays on the mat, right hand to the mat. So we're like a wonky table, like super long and strong. You, up and out, in and down. So I love to use the long levers, right, of our arms and our legs to get deeper. I think that that is more effective than working with super heavy weights, again, than all the endless crunching and curling that we tend to do. And again, if we think about, like owls turning their heads, perspective, point of view, it's like we're really working all the way around our core instead of just hitting the same muscles over and over again to the point of exhaustion. We're actually, just like creative problem solving, like taking a cognitive leap, asking those muscles to work together to tackle, right, a complex move. And that is guaranteed, I promise you, to get you past whatever fitness plateau you might be at. So again, side and bottom of your glute. Start to increase the range of motion with every repetition. Lifting, rounding your glutes. If it helps, imagine you've got a Sharpie between your toes. You're like 5. You just learned how to draw a U, and you were drawing it bold and big on your mother's wall because you don't care. 2 more. And 1. Brief transition through child's pose. So again, that might be all you have the bandwidth for. You might be super stoked to move on to the next phase of this owl-infused workout. Do whatever, right? Do you. I'm going to go through the sequence again because, again, I like to build that muscle memory, build that capacity and confidence that comes with repetition. Maybe I'll even go a little faster this time. Slightly less repetitions. All right, I'm gonna get away from the wall. Okay, here we go. Big breaths. 3, really punch. Now pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Push it. How deep can you get? What's the owl's answer? Deeper. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, last set. Let's go. 5. Push. Let's pulse. 4, 3, 2, and flip it over. Find your plank. Yes, long and strong. Arm circles. Focus on stability here. Hips in line, butt stays down. Like I said, we'll streamline this sequence. Thank you for repeating it with me. 2 more on each side. So this way your muscles really are gonna remember these motions. On your knees, left elbow down, right hand on the floor, left leg. All right, so think owl's wings right here. That beautiful, big, bold motion that they make as they take off and fly. Lift and lift. Squeezing the side, bottom of your glutes. Big, bold U. Yes, 3 more. Such a beautiful move. And 1. Last time through, the U. Meditating on. Bold, beautiful, creative U. So again, how are you creative in how you put together your life, how you put together your day? Where are there opportunities to be more creative in how you put together your life, how you put together your day? Pulse, 5, 4, 3, 2, singles, let's go. Deep, dynamic. Yes, this feels so good. Pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, last time through. 5 of your best right here. Pulse. 5, 4, 3. Yes, roll it over. Make sure your prop is out of the way. Come into plank. One more time for this round. Again, if it helps, you can take your feet a little wider. That will give you more stability as you give me the big O circles. How strong, how confident are you feeling right now? 2. Yes. Whew. Sweaty too, yeah? On your knees. Left forearm stays down, right hand on the mat, right leg extended, big, bold U. So again, good opportunity to think about ways you can make, maybe your morning routine, your bedtime routine, your lunch routine, what you do on the way to work, as you leave work, right? Those pockets where you can introduce creativity in your day, right? Because the more you practice your creativity, the more creative you are, right? All it takes, like anything, is practice. Like the muscles in our core, our brains will respond. Now, let's get creative with our glutes. See how deep you can get on these last 3 repetitions. Super bold. Increase the range of motion. Biggest U yet. Yeah, that's right. Biggest U yet. Child's pose, sit back. So again, if you're not continuing into the next phase of this owl-infused workout with me, I encourage you to child's pose, happy baby, do something so your nervous system can reset, so your body can physically transition, and ideally take 3 minutes, right, for a mental, emotional, creative reset as well. So literally, like, set a 3-minute timer, and again, we're gonna draw, right? So abstract shapes, realistic shapes, comic strips, collage, if that's your jam, like me, in response to the following provocations. How does creativity play out in your life? Are you a clever cook? Do you create soulful social gatherings? Can you fix anything with chopsticks and duct tape? Remember, it's not all about fine arts and poetry. Creativity is ultimately about how we craft our daily lives. Make a list, write a pictorial list of how creativity manifests in the shape of your daily life. And then put that on the fridge, stash it in your purse, underneath your pillow, somewhere where it can be present with you, and you can also start to grow it. And again, really feel bold and confident in your own innate creativity as a human being.